You're listening to Real to Real with Coach Herb and B, a podcast that brings you community and culture with your host, Coach Herb and B.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Coach Herb, and I'm joined by my girl B
Hey, you
and
guys.
Mr. Ben as usual, and we are joined by Sahar. Did I say that right?
You said that right.
Hey!
Look at you, Herb.
Riccardi, yeah, it's actually the first time I've said somebody's name right.
Absolutely.
Which-
I am very proud of you.
Yeah, because I didn't even have to do Sarah, See? So,
Sounds good.
tell us about yourself and, the usual, the breakdown.
So my name is Sahar. I own a small bakery, home-based bakery. We make cupcakes and treats, and we make cakes too, but lately we haven't been making a whole lot of cakes. I have two daughters. They're both freshmen. One's in high school, the other one's in college. And my husband, Paul, who's an angel, helps me in the bakery a lot. So very lucky in that aspect to have so much help. And that's it. That's me in a nutshell.
Tell everybody what the name of your business is.
Right.
That would be helpful. The name of my bakery is Belladi Treats. I actually came up with the name by combining my two daughters' names. My older daughter her name is Isabella, and we call her Bella. And my younger daughter's name is Adriana, and we call her Uddy. So we put the two together, and we came up with Belladi Treats.
That is
Nice.
adorable.
That is very cool.
Thank you.
Yes. Yes, that is so
I wouldn't
cute.
have came up with that.
Absolutely not. I don't think I'm that swift.
Yeah. I would have said Riccardi Treats or something.
Oh, you know what? Or Bacardi, either.
Correct. Yes.
With some
Yes.
Bacardi.
Yes.
We actually have those as well. We have alcoholic cupcakes, and
Oh,
we
Do
have.
you?
We do, and we have some adult-themed cupcakes. Someone actually just called to order cupcakes for a bachelorette party today.
oh,
Yeah, and I was like, well, we can put some adult-themed decorations on that, and she said,
I really like how you're saying adult themed decoration.
and-
As we all know what it is, which
Right.
I like. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's like, oh, I wish I'd known. I was like, yep, next time you'll know. We have adult-themed decorations for the top of your cupcakes.
And like
Right
when
on.
you say the alcohol infused ones, are you like sticking like a bottle of alcohol in them? Are you doing like that with a premix? What's happening?
So we have several different alcoholic cupcakes. We have pina colada. We have, I haven't come up with the name yet. It's an Irish one. I'm not sure if I want to call it Lucky Irish or Randy Irish. I haven't decided on the name, but so for example, with the Irish one, the cake is a chocolate stout, and then it has Jameson ganache filling in the middle.
wow.
And then the top is Bailey's buttercream frosting.
Oh,
Oh,
And then I put some more ganache
exactly.
on top.
really
So it's not like a bottle of liquor that's in there. It's all mixed in there.
yes.
Yes, I feel like I just had a
Sounds
drink
like I
of a
could.
cupcake.
I could have at least two of those.
hmm
They they're pretty good.
All
Yes.
right. Might have to place an order.
Correct. Sounds like we need
No
to try
theme.
some cupcakes out here.
We might have to sample some.
We were talking about tequila earlier. I actually even
Right.
have a margarita cupcake.
Oh,
Yeah, and that's a lime cupcake with, and I brush it with some tequila, and then the frosting is a tequila lime buttercream.
sounds like
How
everything.
how
that I
backed
need.
up are you? Are you busy?
I am very busy, but it comes in waves. COVID's been kind of weird.
Okay.
I had a bunch of orders during graduation. Not nearly as many as I do near graduation, but I had good chunk of orders, but right now it's starting to pick back up. So yeah, I go through ups and downs.
Okay.
Yeah. So this weekend I am swamped.
Do you know like why this weekend it's like that?
Well, this weekend I have a wedding, a birthday, and the bachelorette party.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
I
Don't
like
mix
that.
those up.
I know, right? No. and the birthday is for little kids, so I
Don't let
definitely
that bachelorette party show up at the wedding.
Yes.
I know.
Yes. Yes.
Or the little girls' party.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I'll be sure to
Mark
not
your
mix
calendar.
those up at all.
I love it.
I know. So
Well,
let's get real. So,
yeah.
Mr. Ben, what you got for us, buddy?
Great, thank you. Sahar, when it comes to all the different flavors, as you just mentioned, the boozy kind to the different styles that you make, how do you come up with these different taste combinations? Are these things that you personally like? Does your family give you inspiration? Does the client, when they reach out to you, kind of say, do you do something similar to this, or can I have something like this? And you kind of work it out until it's perfected so you can give it to them?
Yes. Okay, so a lot of questions. I have the basic flavors, like we have vanilla and chocolate and red velvet and stuff like that. Those are what I call the basic ones. But then there are ones that were, we have a vanilla caramel latte. And when I had my first daughter, my mom she was a horrible sleeper. I didn't sleep at night ever. She just kept me up all the time. And my mom would make me cake and to just, give me a sugar spike so I could just get through the night. And the cake that she would make me was the cupcake part of the vanilla caramel latte, which is vanilla cupcake mixed with like a latte mixed in there. So there's stuff throughout my life that has had influence on it. But then my younger daughter is really creative, and she'll come up with like, Mom, you should make a caveman cake where it's like, a chocolate stout cupcake with like chocolate frosting, and you should put some popcorn and some pretzels and, all kinds of stuff she'll come up with that I should put on there. So, I get that from her as well, but some other stuff is just, like we have one that's banana, peanut butter, and chocolate covered bacon. And that we call that the king. So, there's influence from everywhere.
I will eat anything with bacon. So
I know.
Me too. I'm the same way. And that was the thing. I was like, oh, how can I put bacon on a cupcake?
Mhm.
And I was like, chocolate covered bacon, goes great with banana and peanut butter. So
that sounds wonderful.
Yeah, you wouldn't think to mix those.
It doesn't sound wonderful in the beginning, but it definitely ends up good with the bacon.
Are you not a peanut butter fan, or are you not a banana fan?
It's kind of weird. Like, I like peanuts, but I don't like peanut butter and chocolate together for some odd reason.
Really?
I don't know why. Like, I can't stand a Reese's cup.
I don't either.
The best.
I can eat a peanut butter jelly sandwich, but I can't stand the chocolate.
I have to tell you something. I am not a big fan of peanut butter at all. Like, I can't eat Reese's, not the cups, not the little ones, none of that. I don't like that.
Am I alone? Ben, do you like that? I enjoy a good Reese's.
No, I'm not a huge nut person in general. So I'm not.
You by yourself in the corner.
But
that's all right.
I have to tell you,
allergies in the corner.
Oh, he's got allergies?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. But I have to tell you this, I have a chocolate cupcake filled with homemade salted caramel, topped with peanut butter frosting, topped with more caramel drizzle and heat toppings. And it's probably my favorite cupcake. Yeah.
Is it because it's less like flavorful with the frosting of the peanut butter, maybe? Oh, is it?
I no, it's not less flavorful. Just the peanut butter frosting that I make is really smooth and really light.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I don't,
Okay.
yeah, so I
Same
don't put a whole lot, and that's actually why I started the business. But I don't put a whole lot of sugar in my frostings. Like, sometimes you get them from the store and they hurt your
Yes.
teeth.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
I
the
don't like
back of
that.
your throat. Oh.
Yes. Yeah. And you just feel like you're about to like go into diabetic shock or something.
Right.
I don't do that. So
I like how you said that. What made you start doing this business? What brought you into this?
that's a really funny story. I was a PTO treasurer for my kids' school, and we were having a bake sale, and
Oh.
no one was signing up to bring anything. So I was like, oh, we need to make some money. So I started making treats and baking cupcakes and all kinds of stuff. And everyone that had any, they were just like, wow, that's so amazing. And I also focus a lot on presentation because I think things should look good and
Good.
also taste good.
Yes.
So, um, I think that most of the time, if something looks good, it doesn't taste that great, and vice versa. So both of those were important to me. And everyone that had anything, they were just like, wow, you should start a business. And I was like, you know what? That is a fun business to start. So I just went for it.
Nice.
I know, and you get to sample the stuff. Ooh.
Yeah. Get to sample all your stuff.
Yeah.
I used to in the beginning, but along the way I went gluten free. So
Oh,
I
wow.
don't anymore.
Oh, that's
Yeah. I give it all to my husband to try now.
I'm
Oh,
sure he doesn't
wow.
complain.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I'm
He's
sure
not
he
going to complain
does.
at all.
Well, he's got to help, so we might
Yeah.
as well at least
Yeah,
test out.
exactly.
Yeah.
Now,
Wow. That,
talking about your love of making it, look very nice to also, let people when they see it online know that it tastes good as well. I saw in a couple of your cupcakes that you actually have designs or pictures like printed on, I believe, like the top. And I was very curious as to how do you do that?
They have printers that are edible, that have edible ink, just
Yeah.
like it's like food coloring. So you just put like a rice sheet in there, and you just print it on there. I have to design the prints that whatever I put on there. I'm not sure which ones you saw. I know that I did a bunch of those for the graduation cupcakes I did earlier this year. A couple of years ago, I did some for my daughter's soccer team, and I put each kid's picture with the school logo on there. So I do a lot of school related stuff for
That's
that.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So also when I was combing through the catalog of treats and cupcakes and things that you had on your website, I did notice that you have a lot of amazing themes. I know you kind of mentioned a little bit earlier about an adult one that you're working on, but do you have another favorite theme that you've gotten a chance to work on with cupcakes or cake before?
I love the Harry Potter ones that I did. We were selling cupcakes at Mustang Sally Brewing Company earlier this year before COVID started, and I made a bunch of cupcakes for that. I had some butterbeer, some Sorting Hat cupcakes, and those were so much fun. The whole that whole day was super fun. Everyone was, really into the Harry Potter theme. I have made Harry Potter a cake before. So yeah, those have been my favorite, is the Harry Potter ones.
okay.
Nice.
Nice.
Anybody request any superheroes? I'm sure there's kids.
Yes, we have had that as well. Marvel, a lot of Marvel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
We have had, definitely a lot of Marvel cupcakes.
Yes. I can see why you say
a lot of Marvel.
Say that's your favorite. Of course, right? A lot of Marvel.
Yeah. I do like making those too. Those are really cute too.
Mhm.
But for some reason, Harry Potter, and I'm not even a big Harry Potter fan, but the Harry Potter ones were just so much fun to make, and people really enjoyed them. And I think the thing with the Harry Potter ones was that I got to see people enjoy them like in front of me, whereas the Marvel ones I put in a box and I give it to whoever.
Take them,
Yeah, and they take them and I never see it. But the Harry Potter ones really, they were great.
What about your daughters? Are they kind of like sick of cupcakes, or do they kind of like
They are
up and down? I don't know.
Yeah.
So I guess your husband's the only one that really dabbles in the tasting of the cupcakes. Sounds like.
He only tastes the batter just to make sure everything's good, but he doesn't eat very many cupcakes either. The Irish one he eats definitely. That one he likes a lot, but I think we're the only house that ever throws out cupcakes. I was telling my neighbor that, and she's like, "Don't do that.
You just bring them over here." Right.
Yeah, she's like, "Just text me and I'll be right over."
Right.
And so like last night I texted her. I was like, "Hey, I have like 10 cupcakes left over from the weekend. You want them?" And she's like, "I'll be right there." I was like, "Okay." I was like, "Some of them aren't frosted. Do you want those too?" She's like, "Yes." I was like, "Okay."
That's funny because I'm sure you could probably start another business like that, like leftover cupcakes.
Leftover cupcakes.
I know. In our neighborhood, we have a Facebook page. So what I do sometimes is if I have extras, I'll sell them at either a really discounted price or I will just give them away to the neighbors. Just post something on there.
Yeah, that's cool. That's
nice.
cool.
Would you say in this day and age, with COVID happening all right now, social media is really kind of bigger than ever since a lot of people aren't going out in person to shop a lot of places. Obviously, people were shopping online previously, but I feel like it's definitely kind of ticked up now. Would you say that Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, your website, which one has kind of worked better for you to receive the most business requests from?
I actually, Google's a really good friend of mine. But also Instagram and Facebook have been very helpful. I haven't posted a lot since the beginning of COVID. I've had some family issues that I've been dealing with. So I think in the beginning, I posted a couple of graduation cupcakes, and I only started posting again like this past weekend. But I get a lot of business off of Google. And mostly it's word of mouth, but but Facebook and Instagram help as well.
Okay.
That's how I found out about you, word of mouth. Yep. From Kathy Tracy. Look at that.
Yep.
Jabbing around town, telling everybody about your treats, because basically she picks them up before she goes to give somebody their home, correct?
Yeah, she does. And she's been so wonderful and so helpful in spreading the word about me. So I'm super thankful for her. And like you said, she introduced us. So I was very thankful for that.
Oh, I was too. And when
did you make a cake for her birthday?
For Kathy's birthday? I can't remember if I've ever made a cake for her. I have definitely made cupcakes for her.
Was it cupcakes, B? I think it was.
What, at the party?
Yeah.
Herb, I don't remember. I was pretty lit up. What are you talking about?
Okay. I remember eating some cupcakes at a birthday party, so I wasn't sure whether that was yours.
I don't remember.
Do you remember the flavor?
He was probably feeling the same that B was.
Yeah.
Exactly, right?
all I remember that they were really good because I had like 3 of them.
Oh, awesome. Well, I hope they were mine.
Yeah, we'll say they were.
Because they were like, you have to try these. And
I do remember her saying that we really had to try those cupcakes, and that she pushed them into us. And I eat sweets, but I have to be very mindful when I do eat sweets because I like to eat them more than one.
Yeah, I think I had 3 that night.
See, yeah.
And that's okay.
No, it's okay. Yeah, sometimes it's okay to indulge a little bit.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly. And like I said, I don't make them that sweet. So, you're okay. You can have 3 and you're still fine.
Yeah.
And that's probably why he had 3.
4 is my limit.
What's your limit? Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
One more, he would have been on the floor.
Yes.
I'd have been hurting.
So
I danced a lot that night, so I was fine.
Worked it off.
I burnt the energy at the same time.
There you go.
Yeah.
Bianca mentioned earlier, or she had asked you earlier about, where did this all kind of start for you? And you had mentioned about helping out with your daughter's bake sale at her school. So has baking kind of always been like a secret hobby? Is it a passion? Did you take any culinary lessons or classes or do anything like that? Or is this all just a natural ability that you kind of have always had?
I don't know if it's the natural ability I've always had. I've definitely worked on it. And like if you see some of my earlier things and compared to now things, they're very different. But I've always loved baking. My mom used to make our birthday cakes for us like all the time, these huge, intricate birthday cakes when we were younger. So it's always been a passion of mine and I've always loved it. I have not taken any culinary classes. Everything I've done has been self-taught. I learned a lot about fondant from watching Duff Goldman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm sorry. Yeah. I like to watch baking shows.
Yes.
And it's just a delight watching him.
Yes. He's such a nice guy. Yeah. Like, you never hear anything bad about him. There have been some other ones that like, you hear some nightmare stories about, but
never. And he's just, I like his work.
Yeah.
Look at you leading us into the perfect next question. Do you watch
look at that
cooking or baking shows other than obviously just the Bake City Charm? Is that what it was called? His show, the show that he started off with on the Food Network channel. And have you ever kind of thought, ooh, like I could definitely do this? Or I know they even have family ones. Like, would you do that with your daughters?
I have thought about it. I used to love watching Cupcake Wars. I don't think they have it anymore.
No, but I love the reruns.
My daughter used to watch that a lot.
Yep.
And it inspired her to like go downstairs, which sometimes was good. And sometimes we're like, what are you doing? Why are you putting gummy bears in your cupcakes? So
that's cute.
Whatever floats her boat, her.
It's cute.
Yeah, my daughter made a cake with powdered sugar instead of flour one time. So
Oh.
Yeah, it happens.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah. Okay, so I'm not the only one then.
No. It happens everywhere. I wanted to do Cupcake Wars, but I think it's really hard to be under time constraint and to be judged. Like when I do something, I like to spend a lot of time to make sure it's perfect and the way I want it. It took me like over a year to find a good recipe for a gluten-free cupcake. So I just tried, I had so many trial and errors, and I would try them, and if I thought they were okay enough, I would let some friends try them, and it takes me a long time. I wouldn't be able to just like be like, okay, let me just throw, X, Y, and Z in here and hope it comes out good. Mm-hmm. So I don't think I could do those shows.
Right.
Too much stress.
I know.
It looks like a lot of stress, yet I keep watching. Because
I know. I'm okay with like watching other people stress, but I couldn't be under that stress. Like I don't do well under stress.
Yeah, same here.
So
I mean, you could easily go on Nailed It and probably destroy everybody on there, because I feel like none of those people stress because they all know that this is just a hobby for them if they like to do it at all. And looking at your treats, you would blow them all out the water, even under a time constraint. I think you would definitely give them a run for their money.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
No problem. Do you have a brick and mortar shop yet? Are you considering getting one in the near future if your business keeps kind of expanding, or there's just more being asked of you and you want to maybe even bring on another person at some point?
Well, I have another person. It's my husband. But I definitely have thought about a brick and mortar shop. And a couple of years ago, I did want to do that, but now I'm at the point where I want to work if I want to work, and if I can't or don't want to, then I don't take the orders. And you know, my kids are getting older, so they're top priority right now. And I think that brick and mortar shop, and I've had friends who've opened shops, and it's a lot of stress. And I, again, don't need that stress. So I don't think that that's something I want to do. I have, you know, mine's home based, and I can work when I want to work. And I think when you have a brick and mortar, you don't have any options. You just have to take everything.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Herb, go ahead.
Overextending yourself, and that's not fun.
I just feel like they're always on the move, right? You have to constantly worry about your shop being open, closed, who's going to work, do we have enough money to do this, do I have all of the ingredients I need, you know, are people going to come in here today, is it going to be too many orders, I don't know.
Right, know? Yeah. And this is, you know, I started this business to have fun with it, and when it's not fun anymore, I don't want to do it. Yeah. So I'm still having fun. I think I'm 6-8 years into it, something, and I'm not sure. I should have looked that up. But I'm still loving it, and I'm still having fun, and so we're gonna keep going.
Yeah. Sounds good.
I mean, I want some cupcakes.
I know. Like,
okay. Let me know what you want.
Like the Irish one sounds really good.
Yeah. And the bacon one.
Yeah. Of course. The bacon.
Yes. Yeah. That one's really good. The Irish one is actually, I need to update my website. That one's not on the website. And we have a Bananas Foster's one that is also not on the website.
Is that like
do you flambe the banana and everything too?
I do.
You flambe.
Yeah, so it's a banana cupcake, and I flambe the bananas, and those go in the middle of the cupcake. And then I have a rum and salted caramel buttercream on top.
So we'll be picking up cupcakes soon. Thank you so much.
Yeah, like, so what when you send that message out, hey, anybody want cupcakes? You can always
include us in it.
I definitely will.
In that little quick note.
Yep. Definitely will.
That would be great.
What's your favorite flavors?
I don't even care.
I'm a vanilla coconut rum.
That's funny. I have an order for pina coladas this weekend. So.
Oh, really? Woo-wee.
To me, I'm like, to me, I don't really have, like, I've never even thought about if I have a favorite cupcake, because I was so we used to live in Bethesda and go to Georgetown Cupcake all the time. And every Saturday they would have like their special cupcake that you would try. So I felt like I was trying like a new cupcake all the time and never got used to
I got tired
eating
of them
like the same thing. I got tired of them really quickly. But I never even thought about my favorite flavor of cake, or I just want dessert.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm a light frosting type of person.
Me too.
I don't want it super sweet. I just want it nice, good flavor, light frosting, and I feel like coconut cake is not ever over sweet. So,
right. Yeah. So that's how I am too.
Herb and B, do you guys bake? I know both of you cook actually, like, fairly often, but do either of you bake?
My daughter likes to do the baking. Whenever we talk about baking cakes, she's like, I'll do it. But the only problem is that she tries different things, which I guess it'll be good for when, if she decides to maybe start a business or do something in that field, that she's tried a lot of different things. She's done like, she's even made like a apple pie cupcake, which I don't understand how that works, but
nice. Maybe some applesauce in the batter or whatever.
Yeah, I didn't even. I was like, okay, I tried it. It was pretty good.
That's good.
Yeah,
Way to support.
yeah.
I'm happy to help her if she needs anything.
I know. The gummy worms, gummy bears one was not a hit. That one did not do well. And she did an Oreo base cupcake at one
That
time,
sounds
which was pretty
delicious.
good. But she's all over the place. So
Yeah,
Well,
that's good. We have one of those too.
yeah.
There's an Oreo at the bottom and a
Yeah.
chocolate cake on top, and then cookies and cream frosting on top.
Yes.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was good for like a second.
Literally just started my baking journey, I guess, right? So I just got this beautiful KitchenAid stand mixer that I know I'm going to stare at more than I'm going to use it, which is terrible. Because I don't know. I just like to cook a lot more than bake, but I'm very curious about the baking because I know if I start baking, then I know that I'm doing something.
Right.
Because baking takes like some serious skill to it. Not to say that cooking doesn't, because it definitely does, but like you have to be very particular about how much of the ingredient you're putting in, what you're using, make sure you're using the right products, because sometimes I don't.
I know.
So
I think baking is more of a science, and
yes.
cooking is more of an art.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yes.
you can put 5 different things in while you're cooking, and
it turns out okay.
It might spice it up. It might
Yeah.
make it, you never know, might make it better. And if you put one wrong ingredient in the baking mixture,
Right.
Yep. Like powdered sugar instead of flour, it makes it explode all over the oven.
That would have been hilarious. I would have been like,
my brand new oven. Did I mention it was my brand new oven?
Oh no, you did not mention that.
Yeah.
Well, how long? Well, I guess
exactly how long before it came into.
She was trying to be creative, and then she didn't actually look at what she was using. But
you know what? It was my fault because I keep the flour and the powdered sugar right next to each other, and I'm the only one who can tell the difference between them because one of them's slightly whiter and the other one's slightly yellower. Yeah. So she just was like, "Oh, that's the flour." I was like, "No."
No.
I can only imagine Herb's face that happened in his oven. He's a bit of a neat freak, and oh man.
Yeah. Oh, it drives me nuts.
Yeah.
To walk into a dirty kitchen.
Oh, yeah.
Well, into dirty anything, Herb.
So like I'll make her clean, but then I'll go behind her and clean on top of her.
And that was the thing. I was like, "Ooh, do I make her clean or do I clean it the right way?" I cleaned it the right way.
Yeah. It makes it easy actually because you make her clean, so she kind of feels responsible. But then about 10 minutes later, you're in there.
It's called a touch-up. It's called a touch-up.
Yeah. So she's like, she wipes the counter down with just like a dirty rag, and I'm like, okay, that's not working. Then I'll go in there and do it myself and wipe everything down from top to bottom. So
yeah.
So it helps a little bit.
Yeah. We're at the end of this episode, and so we usually have a small business at every episode, and so tonight's small business is yours, and I would like for you to take the opportunity to let everybody know how they can order from you, where they can order from. Just promote yourself.
So we are all online, and it's online, and you can call and or text. My number is 703-505-3217. You can call or text that number. If you go on Google and you search for us, Belladi Treats, it's Belladi Treats. A different number will show up, but it still comes to me. I just know that you're going through Google that way. You can call me that way. You can find us that way. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram. Just search for Belladi Treats. We're on Twitter, but I'm not so good at Twitter. So
we don't do Twitter.
Yeah,
it's just too much.
Yeah. I think that's one generation like younger than me. So I just don't know how to do it. So I don't. But Facebook, an email, you can find me, you can email me at sarah@belladitreats.com. That's SARAH @BELLADI treats.com. Any of those. And our website is belladitreats.com. I know that's different. But I'm not good at the website either. So most of the recent pictures are going to be on Facebook and Instagram. That's where, I post everything on there. It's really easy to just go on there and post. So that's where everything is.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. I love it.
I'm looking at it now.
Yes.
Don't mind him looking down.
Correct. Yes.
Down. I'm like, ooh.
Are you looking at the Facebook page or
I'm looking at the website.
Okay.
Man.
On Facebook, we do giveaways sometimes. So if if you want to follow us on Facebook,
okay.
Yeah.
I'm all for the giveaways.
There you go. And that's where we do them. So if you follow us, I'll post giveaways on there sometimes. When I hit milestones, I'll do giveaways. Yeah. Anniversaries, stuff like that.
I love it. Well, thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me on. This has been so much fun.
Yes, we have. Yes, that's what I tried to tell you. I was like, we're going to have a very relaxed recording. It's going to be great. It's just very chill. We want you to just talk about yourself.
Yeah.
It
was really good. I think Belladi Treats looks like a really awesome website. And your cupcakes look really good.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
We'll be placing an order. Thank you so much. Yes.
Sounds good. Thank you guys so much. It was really great chatting with you.
Yes. Thank you, and tell Paul hi.
Yes. Will do. Thank you guys so much.
Kids as well.
Definitely will do. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Until next time, you guys.
Until next time. Peace.
The Real to Real podcast is presented by Herbert Williams Beffo and Bianca Mosquitis. Our producer is Ben Runyon. Our technical director is Nick Patry. Audio and video lead is Megan Kotner. If you enjoyed this episode, please follow and like us on Facebook and Instagram at Real to Real and subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Podbean, or anywhere else podcasts are found. While you're at it, if you found value in this show, we'd appreciate a rating on iTunes. It's been real with Coach Herb and B.